Hello everybody and welcome to Wakelet Live 2025. We are so excited to share some amazing new updates with you and showcase where the Wakelet platform is headed. This year, we're taking things to an entirely new level. Over the past 12 months, the Wakelet team has been working really closely with educators, students, and thought leaders from across the world to reimagine how people save, organize, and share content online. And today, we're beyond excited to finally share what we've built. 2025 marks a new chapter for Wakelet, one powered by smarter workflows, meaningful collaboration across teams and classes, and technology that's less like a single tool and more like an all-in-one platform for every step of the content journey. The features and enhancements that we share today aren't just incremental updates. They're significant changes designed to transform the way that you use Wakelet. Whether you're bookmarking useful content, curating lesson plans, building digital portfolios, or telling powerful stories through your collections. As a community, you've asked for things like better organization, faster discovery, and more intelligent recommendations, and we've listened. Today, you'll get a first look at brand new features that put personalization, creativity, and simplicity at the center of your Wakelet experience. Let's get started.
Hi everyone. Before we dive into the exciting features we're launching today, I wanted to take a moment to talk about our approach to AI. At Wakelet, we've always taken pride in building with our community and listening to the real needs of educators, students, and lifelong learners. That same principle is guiding how we approach AI. For us, AI isn't about replacing what makes you great, your creativity, your judgment, and your unique processes. It's about amplifying them, helping you get where you're going faster while staying in control of how you get there. From the very beginning, human curation has been at the heart of Wakelet, and that won't change. But AI opens up powerful new ways to support you, whether it's saving you time, generating insights, or helping you stay organized and inspired. Behind the scenes, we've been developing something that brings all of this together. A new experience layer we call the Advanced Curation Engine, or simply ACE. ACE is our layer of intelligent tools designed to help you curate faster, discover smarter, and create with ease, powered by the latest advancements in AI. It's not just a system or technical feature, it's a philosophy that informs how AI comes to life on Wakelet and how it will continue to evolve. ACE is built on 4 core pillars: create, organize, discover, and understand. And you'll see these values reflected in everything we show you today and everything we build moving forward. So with that, let's take a look at 3 exciting new features built with ACE at their core.
Hi, I'm Josh.
Hi, I'm Sudhanma. We both work in the AI team at Wakelet.
So one of the first features we're introducing, and we're really excited about this one, is smart collections. One of the problems we thought our users have is that they might have collected a lot of unsorted items over several months, several years using Wakelet. And it can be hard to remember that you've got those items, pull them together into collections. And so we wanted to build a feature that allowed our users to do that very simply, very easily. We are introducing smart collections that will automatically look through your unsorted items, gather them together into collections and suggest them to you. And then you can choose which of those you like, save them if you choose to do so. So there's a button at the top right of your items area, if you go into your unsorted items page. You click that, it'll bring up a dialog that will suggest to you 3 collections from your items, up to 3 collections from your items that you might like to save. And then from there you can either choose to save it or dismiss it. It allows you to sort of recall, the forgotten items you might have bookmarked once upon a time. Perhaps you have collected resources about the French Revolution over, several months, 20 items or so. You vaguely recall that they're there, but you don't want to search through all of the items that you've got. This just lets you bring them to the fore very easily and categorize them. The philosophy at Wakelet has always been that humans should be at the forefront of curation. We don't want to replace human intuition about what makes a good collection, which is why we're not automatically creating the collections for you. We're just suggesting them to users, and you can choose to take those suggestions, edit them as you please, and then do that. And I think that fits quite nicely with Wakelet's ethos. Once that collection's been saved to your profile, you can add more content to it. You can change the title if you wish, add an image, anything like that.
Once you are inside a collection, maybe after you've created it using suggestions, and this is not where the AI suggestions or AI help stops. We are very happy to introduce that we'll be adding AI suggestions inside a collection as well. It's mainly item suggestions, so where it helps users to find content much faster inside a collection itself. You don't have to leave the collection, go out. It disturbs your flow of creating a collection. You'll forget what you're doing. So we are bringing in content inside collection itself, and we are calling this smart suggestions. It lies on your content inserter as any other part in it. You can click on it, it will open a dialog, and you'll have different items that are related to your collection. It will change depending on what cards you have already added into your collection. So if you're adding something about solar system, it will have item suggestions based on solar system. If you want to change it in the middle, it will pick it up and it will give you different suggestions based on what you're currently adding. And the best thing is all of this content that are being suggested comes from within Wakelet itself. It's already vetted by someone, it's already vetted by educators, so you don't have to worry about random content coming into your suggestions. We're going to be saving a lot of time for curators, teachers. We don't want you to go around different parts of the web trying to find resources, because the best resources are already on Wakelet. So we're going to pick them up for you. We're going to suggest them inside the collection itself, which is going to save a lot of time for you as a curator and improve the quality of your collections.
So the next thing we're really excited to introduce is the personalized Explore page. So to continue with the theme of finding high quality collections on Wakelet, we have the Explore page, which already lets you look at a lot of the top picks from some of our top creators. But I think there's a lot of information on there. We already introduced last year topics for collections in the Explore page. What we'd like to do is really sort of personalize that to users, make sure the content that we're surfacing in Explore is really relevant to you. So we're very excited to announce personalized Explore recommendations are coming. At the top of the Explore page, you'll find a series of collections that have been recommended to you based on collections that you've already created, that come from our top picks and our top curators on Wakelet. So if you're an 8th grade teacher and you've been creating a lot of resources for your students, there will already be a lot of high quality collections on Wakelet, that are related to the things that you're teaching. But it might be difficult to sort of surface that information. So we'd like to really personalize the Explore page to the collections that you've been working on recently. So you'll see several suggestions for collections that are similar to things you've been working on recently. So we think this is really going to save you time and give you access to brilliant collections that you might never have surfaced otherwise.
So we started the journey from suggested collections, which help you bring content from outside Wakelet into Wakelet. And then we go into a collection where you have suggested items that help you find content that have been curated on our platform and help you with the flow of creating a collection. And then sometimes you might not have the time to create these collections, and that's where personalized Explore comes in.
Wakelet's about humans curating content, and we don't want to sort of replace that process. We just want to make it quicker and easier for educators to do the job that they need to do.
Now let's talk about something at the very core of Wakelet, curation. From day one, Wakelet has been about helping you bring your content together in ways that are meaningful to you and valuable to your audience. Whether you're curating resources, telling a story, or collaborating on a shared learning journey, Wakelet is designed to make that experience seamless. We've always believed curation is more than just collecting. It's about connecting. Connecting ideas, people, perspectives, and content in a way that reflects your voice and your goals. And we know that building great collections takes more than just great content. It takes organisation, collaboration, and customization. That's why we're constantly listening to our community and evolving the platform to make those moments of creation easier, faster, and more powerful. Today, we're unveiling a brand new set of features designed to transform how you build, manage, and share collections, with more flexibility and control than ever before. To kick things off, here's some exciting enhancements to sections and how they'll level up the way that you organise your content.
Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Rosie, and we're part of the growth team at Wakelet. So the first thing that we're going to talk about today is sections. So when we introduced sections, it was one of the most in-demand features we've ever had. Sections are really useful for educators for a number of reasons. First of all, it helps break up those larger collections that you'll be creating for your students, whether that be a lesson plan, resource list, or module. It helps add more structure to your collections, which helps improve things like comprehension, and generally it improves the experience for those viewing your collections. Because we know you loved sections so much, we've made some further enhancements that we're really excited to share with you. So the first enhancement is that you are now able to add sections in between sections in any layout, anywhere you want within a collection. This gives you so much more flexibility when you're organising your content, and it now makes it so much easier to add sections to any layout. This is particularly helpful when you're building larger collections or you're working with layouts such as mood boards and columns. To make use of this feature, click the triple dot on any section. Here, you can choose to add a section before or after, just like you would in a spreadsheet. It's this flexibility that allows educators and students to construct their collections in any which way that they want to.
Like Rosie said, sections are a really important part of the curation experience. But the enhancements don't stop there. We're really excited to now announce collapsible sections. This new enhancement will allow you to effortlessly jump from the top of your collection all the way down to the bottom instantly. This is a great improvement when it comes to navigating through your collections. It also means you can hide certain parts of the collection when presenting, and it's great for presenting problems and solutions, questions and answers for your classroom. To use this feature, simply press the collapse button on any section. That will hide the content in that section, ready for you to come back to when you want.
These enhancements are going to greatly improve the curation experience for you and your students. Let's take a look at some of the other enhancements heading your way.
Hi, my name is Lucian. I'm testing engineer at Wakelet.
And I'm Amy, head of the community at Wakelet.
One of the first thing what I want to reveal today is the image carousel. So image carousel will allow you to add multiple images inside of a single item. The image card will stay as image, but you will have also the options to add more in that item. You open an album, so you add an image, and after you add another one and another one and another one, and in the end, voila, it's an album. Wakelet, you can organize your content, you can organize your valuable stuff inside of a single collection. Imagine you go on a holiday and you make a lot of pictures, but one day is special. How you can represent that day being special? So you create an image carousel for that, and you put from that single day, you put every image and you say, okay, this is the time when I spend all day to the swimming pool or I visit a place. So this is my memory there. Just go inside of the collection, open the new option from the content inserter, click on create an album and add new images inside. Click upload and voila.
So this feature is going to be really powerful for particularly students. When you're sharing out your collections with those students, it's going to mean that not only can you put in an image, which you can do now, you can put in images, infographics, you can very much tell a story with all of those different kinds of content as well. So your students can move along and it almost tells a story. You can do that with a piece of instruction, so you can go step 1, step 2, step 3, and you can really get creative with how you deliver that content to students as well. We know it creates that familiarity with students that they have with social media, so it makes it more engaging for them. It also allows you as a teacher to deliver that instruction, and rather than having maybe images and infographics down the screen, making them having to scroll, it puts it all in one place. So again, in one screen, they're going to have that instruction that they can refer back to, but they're also going to be able to move along that content that you've put in place for them as well. So this is going to be great for your students as well, particularly those who are building their student portfolios on Wakelet. It means that they can gather and showcase similar kinds of content, but again, in that one carousel rather than sort of listing things. Great for certificates, doing any projects that they've wanted to showcase, step by step showing their progress with that, again in that image carousel as well. It takes seconds, it's easy to use, and it makes for a better viewer experience. And next we have one of our most requested features from our community, pinned items.
Imagine that you create the most beautiful collection, but you don't have the idea how you want to display that content. You just add content, but you want an order for that. What is the most important thing for you? With pin items, you can pin that important item to be in your view until you choose where to put it inside of your collection. It's really simple to pin an item. Basically, you just go on the option of the item and you'll find a new button to pin your items that will point you straight to the top view of the collection. If you want to focus on a singular item or multiple items, imagine you have a collection, really valuable collection, but you want to share just a particular content from that collection. You can pin 1-2 items that you want to bring in highlight.
So yes, like Lucian said, pinned items is going to be a really powerful function. In the past, we've heard from educators when you have students joining a collaborative collection that the instructions can get lost in a collection. You have lots of students joining, adding all of their content, and it can get a little bit jumbled up, a little bit messy in there. So having this pinned item right at the top, it's going to deliver that instruction. It's going to ensure every student, whenever they join, even if it's after a few others, they're going to see that content at the top. They're going to get that instruction nice and clear, so they know exactly what to do in that collection. So another great way that educators use Wakelet is to curate their newsletters. This is really great for delivering information, so that pinned items is really valuable there. Schedules, key information, key contacts, those are going to remain the same throughout the school year. So when you pin them to the top, you can rest assured that those are going to remain at the top of your collection. You can keep adding content and they'll be easily accessible to your viewers.
Curation experience is the heart of Wakelet, and features like this will bring a lot of value to teachers, to educators, to people all around the world. That's for the curation side, but also we do a lot for the creativity.
So the enhancements that we've made for curation and organization are brilliant, and at its heart, Wakelet is a curation platform. But one of the things that we are really passionate about is creativity, customization, and personalization. So we're trying to bring in features that empower that. We know that teachers and students want flexibility over what their collections look like and how they appear to the person who's viewing them. So we're really, really delighted today to announce a feature that I know so many people in the community have been asking for, which is, of course, colored items on Wakelet. Colored items are really simple. It gives you the opportunity to change the color of any particular item that you might have on Wakelet. We've got a really cool range of colors to choose from. And this becomes really useful when it comes to highlighting a particular part of your collection, a particular item, perhaps prioritizing it through a color coding system, and then through collaboration as well, allowing your students to come in and add their particular color so that at a glance they can quickly see the thing that they have contributed to and that their classmates have added to the collection as well. Again, when it comes to creativity, we want to find new, awesome ways to empower this on the platform. We know that teachers and students love being creative, and Wakelet is really quite a creative space. So what better way to enhance that than to bring in some of the really awesome functionality that our partners have at Adobe. Just a couple of months ago, we released an amazing integration with Adobe Express. Our teams worked together to bring the whole suite of Adobe Express directly into a Wakelet collection. So if you're looking to create a cover image, an infographic, or design some really awesome material that you want to share with your students and your colleagues, you don't have to go platform hopping. You can just click a button from directly within Wakelet that will open up the entire suite of Adobe Express tools. In there, you can design from your account, you can use incredible templates templates, you can make use of the really awesome AI functionality, and then you can bring the design that you've been working on directly into your Wakelet collection instantly. Along with all the other powerful creativity integrations that we have, like Canva, Unsplash, Giphy, and our own AI image generator, the Adobe Express integration really just builds on the idea of Wakelet being a home for everything and giving our users way more choice and flexibility when it comes to what kind of tools they want to bring into the Wakelet ecosystem. It's all about ensuring that students and teachers have a really focused session on Wakelet and that they don't have to jump from platform to platform to get where they're going. Our philosophy is all about bringing everything together, being that bridge between platforms, and that saves people an awful lot of time, because rather than going from tab to tab, platform to platform, login to login, everything's under one roof and they can organize, curate, collaborate, design, and present all under one unified environment.
Everything you've seen so far, from new AI features to enhanced curation tools, is designed to make Wakelet more powerful and intuitive for everyone. But we know that for schools, districts, and entire learning communities, Wakelet has to do even more. Because when educators come together to curate, collaborate, and share on Wakelet, the impact is multiplied. Students build rich digital portfolios, teachers share resources and ideas, and leaders drive school-wide innovation. That's when the real magic happens. We believe Wakelet works best at scale, and we've been working hard behind the scenes to make sure that as your needs grow, the platform grows with you. All the features we've announced today will be fully available on Individual Pro and Education Pro plans, helping you unlock the full potential of the platform. And with thousands of educators and students around the world already using Wakelet Education Pro, we're excited to share some powerful new enhancements purpose-built for the school environment and designed to make your experience even better. Let's take a look at what's coming next.
So for our large districts, and for any district using Wakelet, the permissions really set what users of different roles are allowed to do. So our administrators need to be able to set limits on what students can do, what teachers can do, who should be able to share with who, things like that. So what we've been focusing on this year is reworking how we handle permissions on the back end to be much more flexible and customizable. And all of that will work together to give our administrators more of an environment where they can control and set limits on different roles and what they can do within their workspace. The effort this year so far has been, we've put a lot of effort into making it, from our user's perspective, feel like nothing has changed at all, when a lot has actually changed. So where we used to have, essentially, we stored the current state of your permissions at the minute. What we now have is we store an entire history, which means that we can much more flexibly introduce new functionality based on basically any change you've ever made in the past, and we're not losing that information. And the first big thing we're going to do with this new system is to allow teachers to create collections outside of a group setting in their workspace.
This means that now teachers can create content outside of a group. Previously, you would have to create a collection inside of a group, and we believe that is quite a rigid structure. And just like in a school setting, we know that teachers often create content outside of a classroom or share content outside of a classroom. So we wanted to bring that into Wakelet, replicate the real world inside of your groups, and allow you to create collections outside of group as well. The benefit of a teacher being able to create content outside of the classroom means that, first of all, you can create professional content now, keep it semi-private, but then allow you to share that in a group if you wish to. But I'd say the main reason we did this is teachers wanted to create almost like a draft area of content, of collections that they can create, maybe a lesson plan or resources, keep it away for a while, add to it over time, and then when they're ready, share it into the group, rather than needing to create it in the group first. If you think about it, educators wear many different hats. They're obviously teaching in the classroom, but they're also part of different groups, extracurricular clubs, but also saving content down for their own professional development, certifications, stuff they're learning. So having this separate environment means that they can keep that away from the groups.
So we're starting just with teachers for content outside of groups in the workspace, and eventually we want to roll that out to students as well. And students might want an area where they can essentially treat it as a scratch pad, or basically anything that they want to do that's outside of the classroom setting, so personal projects, things that they might want to put in their portfolio later, and anything else that might not fall into the rigid category of a specific classroom.
As Dylan said, portfolios are the end goal that we want every student to achieve from Wakelet. All of that curation over the years amounts to a portfolio that they can take with them. We'd say that's the key part, and this year we've put an extra special focus on offboarding, which means all the evidence and achievements the students have created over their school journey, they can take it with them.
It's really simple to do. Once a teacher lets us know that a particular class is graduating, ownership of all of those student accounts gets transferred to their personal emails, and they're free to continue using that portfolio and leveraging it for employment or college applications.
What's really cool is when the students offboarded, we give them 1 year free of Wakelet Premium, meaning they can use the features that they have enjoyed during school, continue their journey of content creation, collaborate with colleagues and friends, and continue to grow that portfolio beyond the classroom.
It's about making sure there's an elegant solution for when the school journey ends and the professional journey begins.
Over the years, Wakelet has become so much more than just a tool. It's an end-to-end platform with features that power every step of the content journey. From curation and collaboration to organisation and presentation, everything happens under one roof. No more platform hopping, no more tab switching, and no more losing the thread. And now, as we look to the future of education, one thing is clear: digital portfolios are no longer a nice to have, they're essential. Over 80% of colleges in the US no longer require ACT or SAT scores. That's a seismic shift in the way things are done, and it means every student urgently needs better ways to showcase their talents, their progress, their voice, and their skill. That's what we spend every day empowering. Alongside the curation and collaboration functionalities, Wakelet has quickly become the most complete digital portfolio solution in the world, helping bridge that evidence gap between learning and opportunity, and helping every student tell their story in a meaningful and powerful way. Our mission in education is simple: to ensure that every learner from every background gets an equal opportunity to showcase their skills and achievements with the people who matter. That's our mission, that's our aim, and that's what drives us every single day. And the real life impact that Wakelet has on student outcomes for districts and schools across the world, that's what inspires us. From K-12 learners recording milestones in their learning journeys, to graduating students leveraging their portfolios for college and job applications. It's those real personal moments of growth that make the Wakelet platform so special. To our amazing community around the world, and to our brilliant partners, thank you. Thank you for believing in us and in our mission. Thank you for building with us, and thank you for being part of this journey. We hope you get the most out of all the new features we've just released, and we cannot wait to see the impact they make on you and on your learners.
And that's a wrap on Wakelet Live 2025. We hope that you're as excited as we are about everything that we've shared today, and that you love all of the new ways that you'll be able to collaborate, create, and organize content like never before. The features on Wakelet are all built from the ground up to help you achieve more at every step of the content journey, and we cannot wait to see how you bring them to life in your own unique ways. This is really exciting because today marks the beginning of Wakelet Community Week, 4 days packed with sessions, keynotes, giveaways, and global connection, all designed to celebrate you, the incredible educators, creators, and innovators who make this platform and community so special. If you don't have a ticket, then grab one now and get ready to have fun, boost your PD, and learn new things to take into the classroom next year. Whether it's your first community week or your 5th, we promise there's something for everyone. From all of us here at Wakelet, thank you for watching, thank you for being part of this journey, and thank you for continuing to inspire us every single day. We'll see you soon.